Oh, goodness. I forgot. Here.
Was I blank?
Yeah. They were looking at the top stuff there. Yep. See, you know, I had everything else, and then I didn't turn on those lights, you know. Just don't mind us, y'all.
You know,
There we
brushing
go.
our teeth and putting on deodorant.
Yeah, you know.
Those things.
Those things. All right, well, hey, it's Tuesday. I think P's going to experiment with some things. And, you know, this is PM Artist Studio. Usually we're a little more with it. Not much, but a little bit.
A little bit.
This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We
are PM Artist Studio. Please say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. If you want to just be a number, that's totally fine. Because that's all you will be to us. If you want to, you know, interact and do all that business, that's done in the chat. But if you're watching the replay, the only way to do it is to like, comment. But also give those thumbsy upsies.
Absolutely.
Thumbsy upsy is very important, especially here in the beginning of the live. And we are live. My hair's going crazy. All right. So, all that being said, and I want to say hello to everybody. So, do your, you know, hellos and let me know. This coming Saturday, it's the creative collab. I am not going to be participating, unfortunately, because I just don't have my stuff, you know. I did send an email today. I was like, hey, this is ridiculous. I ordered this on September 4th. Yeah. All right, we have Amy is here. Alice, Angela, Apple, Arkansas Crazy Quilter, that's Dawn, Barbara, Candy, Carrie, Charlotte, Charmaine, Colleen, Darcy, Dana, Eddie, Elizabeth, Ellen, Estella, Griffinchill, that's Rhonda, Janice Marie's here, Jeanette, a.k.a. Janet. Erna just popped in there. And then, oh, we got some other people. Bruja, she just popped in there. All right. Okay, I got down to Griffinchill and Janice.
I
Okay.
lost my color wheel again.
Julie, Kathy, Lisa, Lori, Lydia, Marguerite, Marty, Monica, Panka, Sandy's here. Silver Granny, that's Lynn. Oh, Mary Fessler just popped in there. And I think Marty, or did I say Marty? I think I said Marty. All right, we got Panka and Sandy and Silver Granny. Okay, we got there. Star Traveler, that's Linda. Suzanne, hello. Susie Allen, the Shelley Studio, that's Margot. Trish is here. Wendy's here. Trish is here. Evie is as well. All right, I think I got everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Just give me a little, you know, extra hello in the chat and I'll
Okay, well,
give you a hello back.
I've lost my color wheel again.
Wow, second one.
I put it someplace where I wouldn't lose it.
What would be hilarious is if you set it right on top of the other one.
Well, that would be. But,
Yeah,
you know.
the hilarity. Speaking of color wheels, I am very close to having the shirts completed. I was hoping to have that done by today, or if not before today, but that just didn't happen. So forgive me, but any day now. Might not happen today, but maybe tomorrow morning.
Any day now.
Any day now. Maybe tomorrow morning. Yeah. So I went to the I went to the chiropractor, and he does acupuncture. I'm very excited. So I had that done today on my knee because we were putting up Halloween decorations yesterday, and I heard it again, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, and everybody's very perplexed about, you know, what is it that has caused this situation, as am I. And I made a funny...
Well, you have ruled out some things. Though.
Yeah, I mean, sort of.
It's a process of elimination.
Yeah. So Silver Granny, good question. So the lovely thing about TeePublic is that, yeah, I mean, all of the shirts, I will, whatever they have available, I will open up for the shirts.
Well, and
she wanted child size, and they do. They have them.
What size did we get Izzy? It's kind of big, but...
Well, she wanted the tie-dye one, which didn't come in the kids. But it did come in the men's, like, regular shirts. But I got her a small, and, I mean, it's like a night shirt on her. She's cool with it. Mm-hmm. She's worn it out in public. At the grocery store. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Hey,
You're
Carla.
welcome, Carrie. I'm hoping this is going to be educational also.
Mm-hmm.
Because I made notes, you all.
Yeah.
And you know what happens when I make notes. Well, sometimes it happens, but...
Oh, thank you, Carrie. I started watching your alcohol ink one. I'm pretty excited about that. Not that, I mean, we gave all of ours away, so we won't be alcohol inking, but I always like watching other people do things.
Oh, snacks and tea in bed. That sounds
But he
yummy.
said he really enjoyed yesterday's stream.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy that helped.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing today? Should I go topside?
Yeah,
Okay.
you should.
I think we've said all of our chatty business. Oh, I need to turn. I'm telling you. Like, I was up here kind of early. I was just farting around.
Anyone thinking Pete's microphone is a little quiet?
I'll bring it down a little bit. I may have moved it up. And
When she was streaming.
Yeah. And she may not be talking as loud.
That better?
Is that better?
Better?
Because volume's all the way up.
I have to check out Miriam's spooky house.
Oh. Well, I know she posted that awesome portrait of Eddie in Makers. That was pretty funny. Yeah, and
Well,
the
better.
light.
Okay, good.
And the light was kind of blocking it too. So.
All right, so these are prints that I pulled after yesterday's live, and I wanted to get to this, but it just didn't happen because I don't know. And hopefully today we can get through all of my notes and get some more things accomplished and talked about that I really think are an extension of what we've already started. Hopefully. All right, now.
Hey, Margie. No worries.
As you can see, Mariah pulled this in with the Instagram stuff.
You'll be seeing it later. I haven't posted it yet. I've only posted one.
And you can see the little bit of shimmer, sort of a halo shimmer there.
It's very cool.
Well, I've already showed you really how to get that.
But we didn't call it out and discuss it.
We didn't call it out and discuss it, and I didn't pull any with gold. So I've conditioned my plates so it should come off a little bit better. You can see a little rough on the edges here.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, rough on the edges. And then this one is the same thing.
That was the one from the stream.
This is the one from the stream that I finally pulled with the gold.
Yeah. Sorry. Took me a minute there.
And then this is the one that was really Powsie Wowsie. And so it's been, it's got two layers on. This one here, well, actually, there's probably 4 here. Because the last one I did was the orange brulee quinacridone. I love that. Orange brulee.
I would like to eat.
Quinacridone.
Yeah, I want to eat that.
Burnt orange. And I think it looks really cool. Doesn't it?
Yeah. Just
What?
laughing at Darcy. Sorry, bro.
I always think of that pigeon every time I hear bro. I think of that pigeon. Okay.
She has pigeoned you.
All right,
Eddie.
so we've talked about all of this stuff. And if you don't know about it, go back and watch the stream. The one thing I did not do is I didn't take the blue out to white. Which, I mean, I really don't think I need to do that. That's pretty self-explanatory.
We're not gonna dock you on that one.
Yeah, okay, good. Because, and then what I did is I took one of the grays from here, I think. Either this one or this one. And then whited it out.
Yes.
Okay. So.
That was yesterday's stream. That's the Monday, October 16th stream. And then before that was kind of an intro to the color wheel. The color witchcraft, which is coming in a shirt soon.
I'm going to start with these, and I don't know if I'll continue with it, but you can see I've got a pink sticky note here. It says to use indigo, but I'm going to mix it. I'm going to use some black and ultramarine, and then I'm going to use the ghost pull to put on top of this. And I could use, I might do that. Put the original print on this and then put the ghost print on this one.
Love it.
Okay, that's our plan. Then I've got one more, pardon me, to mess about with, with something else, which I don't know what that's going to be exactly.
So I came upstairs and she had these all laid out and she said, I just want you to know that I've been planning. And even if that's as far as I've gotten, I said, hey, I like that you've been planning.
Planning and cleaning.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I have a kind of organized stuff back behind here. I know it doesn't look like it, but
just
trust me on this one. All right, we're going to pull this sticky note off and put it right over here to help me remember what exactly it is that I'm doing. All right, I love this pink one just the way it is, and I do have a plan for it, but we're going to put it aside for a minute because I really think I want to do something real different on this.
Okay.
Okay.
And that particular stencil is one of the new PM Artist Studio exclusive ones. If you're interested in it, you have to be an Artie Perk member for the next 8 weeks to get it. Otherwise, it does go to the general population. So that looks really cool.
Doesn't it look cool?
I love that. It's very festive.
Well, and I'm going to keep pulling off of this, I think.
Kind of fireworky.
Yeah, fireworky. I loved it. I thought it looked very, maybe circusy or something.
Yes.
Okay. Now, one of the reasons I like using my 9x12 plate...
But that's called Persian Sunburst.
Persian Sunburst.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. All right, so we're going to use the blue, not manganese. Where's my blue? Phthalo. Well, let's just use this one. All right, it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Got weird lighting today.
Because remember, we're making indigo. And the reason I'm doing this instead of just going with my Prussian blue, which I could, I think I can get a deeper, what do I want to say? When you mix your colors, I just think that they're always a wee bit more interesting.
All right, I'm calling, Noah's Mama J. I'm going to call you Mama J. I'm assuming that that's okay. Let me know. I don't know what's going on with the hair. She said it looked good, but it's getting a little moppy. It needs some trimming. It's a little bigger than I need.
Okay, here we go with some old paint. But I think this was pretty good the last time we used it.
Is that the black?
Yeah.
It gets a little weird sometimes.
It does, and this is an old Liquitex. I think this came from Anchorage.
Hello, is it Ute? Or tell us how to pronounce it.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, and there's things going on back here that I was real tempted just to start snipping at, but then I was like, it's probably not a very good idea. And I always feel a little like, you know, when you go in and have your haircut and you've been snipping on it, I feel the need to, like, you know, explain it, but...
Yeah, they're always, I feel like they're a little judgy.
A little judgy about it, like, oh, God, you're one of those.
Why didn't you just get in here sooner so I didn't have to deal with your mess up?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Exactly.
And I mean, I cut on it when I get home after.
I do too.
It's just, I don't know. And I just gave up that step a long time ago, and I thought, you know, to heck with it.
Yeah, I know.
I can, hey, that takes talent to brayer that off like that. I want y'all to know that. Seeing that?
It's a skill.
Seeing that? All right, where's my dadgum stencil I want to use here?
Mama J says, my sister was a hairdresser. She hated it when people cut their own hair. Yeah, you usually get that vibe from them. Even though they say, oh no, it's fine. You did a fine job.
It's fine.
And yeah.
Okay, well, I lied. Now,
about the
thing about this is I've got to really push on this because it's already got a layer of paint on it, so it's not going to accept the paint, and I really have to push. And the thing you want to push on is around the sides, because I never seem to get those. And I'll show you a print here in a minute. It would help if I could see exactly where I was.
Oh, wonderful. I tell you, it has been really crazy here lately with shipments, international shipments. they have not been necessarily as prompt as they typically have been. So, yeah, things have been like sitting in Chicago for a while. Kind of interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
that looks cool.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It just happens from time to time, and this is just one of those slow times.
Oh, that looks velvety and wonderful. Now, I don't know if I've pulled off enough.
Hey, Trina.
Look at how cool that looks. All right, so I will show you that more in just a moment, but I want to make sure
This is Rhonda's new one, Rococo. I want to say AKA Rocco. Getting Rocco and Rococo.
I want to make sure that I've got a lot of just lines here because I want those to show up rather than,
Thank you, Charlotte.
Okay. That looks pretty good. Still got some kind of weird stuff going on there, but oh well. I think it'll be A-okay.
Yeah, yeah, even locally, the mail has been a little spotty too. Ooh. You know what? I had sort of a flashback. You did something similar to this a while back.
I did, and never was able to replicate it.
There you go. Now can you remember?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You should write it down.
I should write it down. Isn't that beautiful? And I think it's so interesting because these are both taken from the same base print, but look at the difference.
I love it.
And now I have some wonderful
Yes.
mucky muck stuff here. And I don't know that it's going to, I'm going to let that dry because I think it'll be a lot better if I go ahead and...
Yeah, with something like that, because it doesn't have a whole lot of form.
Definition.
Yeah.
It's more of a good background print, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Here. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
Trina, no, well, sometimes she does, but typically it's the carnival tissue. The lighter weight stuff that you see her using.
That's what I pulled. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is.
Sometimes she does use the deli paper.
Yeah. All right. Now this is a print that was similar to the one that I just put aside and said I'm going to allow that to dry. And I think this is really beautiful. And I do want to do something to this, and I've made myself some notes here. It says, okay, it's a cleanup print pulled with Deco Art Festive Green Metallic. And if you do not have this color,
Get festive.
you need to get it because it's just, I mean, it's so cool because it's just that hint of metallic and the hint of green. And I don't, I've never seen it anywhere else quite like this. So this is, yeah, one off.
The good one.
It is a good one. And I think that I'm going to use Flirty Lee on that, but I'm not sure about that.
Oh, I think that would be lovely.
I think it would too. Okay, I think we're going to go back to...
Oh, Eddie just ordered the green the green festive and the zinc. Hey, and those Deco Arts, man, they are quite reasonable. And I think, especially like for a metallic paint, there isn't a whole lot of reason to order the really higher end paints in the metallics. I mean, unless it's just something you just really want.
Yeah. And especially, and again here, this is the same green. I used to pull this with. But this was what was left on the plate from the other print that I just pulled.
I like that green. That is a green I do not find offensive.
I love this green. I think it's just wonderful. I don't. Okay, so now what we're going to do, and I wished I hadn't lost my color wheel, but, you know, you got it. It's there somewhere in the
don't know how you keep losing
in the
these things.
World Wide Web world. Pardon me. Okay, so we're going to go with something a little bit different on this. I love this quinacridone burnt orange. I really do. It's one of like my favorite colors. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with some pink transparent, because they're both sort of transparent. And I want them to mix somewhat, because I think this is going to be really interesting over this lime green. Okay, here we go. I love this stuff. I'm getting really low on this. It's permanent rose. And I do have another color that's very similar. That
Hello, Mary Ellen.
This is Winsor Newton Galleria.
Galleria.
It's very
Galleria.
very nice paint. I like it a lot.
Not everybody loves this color.
Not everybody loves this color.
It has been expressed before.
Yes. I can hear Fran, you know, kind of.
I think she's
Up-
lightened.
upchucking
She's
in the
lightened
background.
up about the pink a bit. I think. I don't know. Now, if Mo's watching, she might come out of.
Oh, yeah,
she
she's
may
another one that's kinda-
she's not a pink lover.
Averse to pink. Mm-hmm. That's pink aversions. Okay.
Eddie likes it. I think we need a shirt that says, you know, real men love pink.
Or if you don't like pink, put some burnt orange with it, and you will like it.
Burn up your pink with some orange.
But I think that this is such, and I don't know, maybe this you would call this coral.
Oh,
not
I
sure.
think that's a little stretch. I wouldn't call that coral.
You wouldn't call it coral?
No. Okay. If you're talking about like coral in the coral jewelry end of things,
Yes,
yes.
I have some that's almost exactly this color.
But usually when I think of coral, I think of it more orangey, you know, more sea-themed. But that's me. And hello, Debbie. If I didn't say hello. I knew it, Eddie. Eddie said that was my line when I was selling men's clothing. Real men wear pink.
Nathan, my son, wears pink, and he looks really
Brad
good.
looks beautiful
And Brad
in pink.
looks gorgeous in pink.
Especially when he's all tanned up. I mean, normally he's kind of tanned up, but like when he gets extra tan. Yeah, coral is more peachy to me too. Exactly. That was a great way to say that, Lynn. And Apple likes the more mauve-y pinks, earthy, brownish pinks, the dusty ones.
Dirty,
Dirty, dusty pinks. It's very Christmassy.
Well,
la, 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 la.
it will be, but when I do something else to it here momentarily, once that dries.
Man, you are just getting tons of these, like, fuzzy. Why is that?
I don't know.
That doesn't always happen, y'all.
It doesn't always happen. And I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway.
It's done.
Done.
I done it. Judge me later.
Well, I think it's getting to the stage where, you know, you have to sometimes mess stuff up in order to really, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, yes.
It really sort of perked up the pinks.
You love perking up your paint. Hey, Jolly John.
Perked up the pinks there. Okay, I think that one's done. I'm going to put that in the done pile.
Did I say hello, Tracy? Hello,
I could do
Tracy.
something else to it, but I really like it just like it is, and I'm not going to take a chance on that. All right, let's get back to this jobber here, which we need to deal with the edges anyway. And I have a choice here of, I could go with the green and really pump up the green, knock back the red.
Pump up the jam.
And by that, I mean I could use either the green gold here, or I could go ahead and do this, more of this. and knock it back. Or my other option is to go with a, like the quinacridone is. Oh,
I do that because I think
gold.
that's going to be more interesting.
I think it is too, and I think what it's going to do is going to take away from that Christmassy aspect that we've got going on here when we kind of rusticate the green. The reason I keep turning this is there's one flat side that allows me to brayer off. I know that you can't see that, but it is there
That's funny.
nonetheless.
That's funny, Dawn.
What's funny?
She says that her mom sent her dad to the store for paint for the kitchen. He brought back coral, thinking it would be like a sea green or a blue. You know, the color coral. It wasn't. It was this brilliant peachy pink color. That is funny. I guess they didn't swatch it in front of him. Or he didn't pick it off of the card. He just was like,
Oh, this sounds good.
there you go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Pretty Powsie Wowsie. Okay, we'll put that aside. We may do something to that. We may not. Okay. Now we've got this one. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pick up some stuff here. Be kind of interesting. You know, mix it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it's going to come off here. Oh, yes.
Did you get a little bit? Oh, nice. Kind of brightened up some spots.
Brighten up some spots. Now, I've still got to deal with this outside here. But you know what? I'm not going to use... I really wish I had...
Yeah. I think that's going to be a bit much.
It may. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to orange it out a bit.
She did find the marble stencil, but she didn't end up using it the other day because it didn't have quite as many openings.
Yeah, as the other one.
Yeah.
I just...
She'll get
and
to it.
I may use it.
You should just start a whole new set.
I should. I should.
Because that's what the tricky business is. Hello, Tracy. Welcome. Got a new Tracy, I think. If you do this to your brayer, make sure you brayer it off or whatever and get those little edges, because otherwise it builds up on the edges.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm. There might have been. Well, I don't want people picking up bad habits over here at PM Artist Studio and then not understanding what they're getting themselves into.
What is it? What's bad habit? What bad habit?
It's on the plate and then not knowing to roll it out and get that gook off of the edges.
Yeah, it does build up there. I don't really mind because it gives me a lip to catch a hold of when I decide to pull the...
Yeah, because she's a picker. Woo! I told you that was going to be.
Yeah, it looks like some wallpaper in
Yeah.
New Orleans. And
Yeah, there you go, Charlotte. That's the... She said that other one was a little, like a...
Okay.
You know.
Well, there
Yeah.
you go. All right, we've got this all done. Look at that. Tick-tock. 3 notes, or 2 notes down. We're working on our 3rd one here.
Look at her checking things off.
Checking things off. Okay, I want to talk about this a little bit before we start because I'm really...
House of
yes.
Say
Yeah. It's the old
Disrepute.
CCR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't, it's, you know, House of the Rising...
I don't think that's CCR.
CCR.
I
Yeah,
think that's
House of the Rising. What? Sun? Moon?
Dear Lord.
It is 2CCR.
Oh,
It is.
It's the one dude. Y'all help us out, please, because we're struggling.
It is CCR. I know it is. Okay, so we got to talk about this. I don't like this so much because I think it's like it doesn't know where it wants to go. It needs something that makes it coalesce and feel like
The
whatever.
animals. That's what Apple and Violet are saying. The animals.
No, it is not. It's
And CCR too.
yes, they were the ones that originally came out with it. Okay, I know because I danced to it in dive bars. Okay. I have to think about here because I've got a cool color and a semi-warm, which is the red. So, you know, we're on that spectrum of we can easily get mud here. Or we can get green.
No.
Mariah says no green.
No. Keep it cool, lady. Keep it cool.
Well, green is cool.
Well, no, not, but it's just, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Purple, but keep it in that purpley blue realm of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not going to argue with that.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Not that I agree with it totally, but I don't disagree with it either. My stencil ready to go here.
So, Rhonda says, what about a light pale purple?
You know, I thought about that, but I don't really have a good one.
Yeah. It's just kind of the metallic-y, color shifty ones, which might not be bad, but...
Well, it might not, and I do have this one.
You have that one, or...
Oh, they're almost exactly that. This
well,
one's a little
that
bluer.
one leans blue.
Yeah, and this one right here is out.
You can tell she likes those.
Yeah, I do.
Here. There's one in the back.
Okay, that's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with this one.
And I think the Deco Arts are a little too, they're not transparent enough.
Could be. But this is going to be a unifying color.
That's what I thought too, Mama J.
What?
She thought you were talking about...
Bad Moon Rising, yes.
Oh, see?
Yes,
That's CCR. But that song you were...
see a bad moon rising.
Yeah, okay. Now everybody's where they need to be. Careful, we'll have to...
Like
We'll get...
for stormy weather.
Hey, simmer down, because we'll get, you know, demonetized.
Well, I doubt that they're going to demonetize on that one, because there probably isn't anybody in there that recognizes the song from my rendition.
You never know. They're very tricky.
One never knows.
Right.
One never knows. Okay, you got to move on this, because you know we're getting...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazing like crazy. Alright, now, once we get this down, we can go to step 2. Here, since we've got the big plate available.
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. Look at y'all. Y'all are sneaking in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back.
Susan.
If you guys want to hang out in the background, that's fine. But give those
too.
thumbsy upsies if you haven't already.
Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. It is getting there. That's nice. It kind of, I love that sort of, you know, foggy quality that happens because of that.
Now, I wish you had something that, so your magenta that you used on that last one, it's too extreme. You need something like that, but a little more subtle than that.
Well, geez, Louise, you think?
Well, I just thought we were putting our wish list out to the universe or something.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were just being purposefully obtuse. And I was
No.
going, well, you know, seriously, yeah, I know that, but I don't have a druther here, or another. A druther. Others are okay. We're just going to put this aside for a minute while I think about it. Because,
Yes.
you know, some of those decisions that you just make, you know, like
And that swirly,
sweet.
so that swirly stencil, that's one of Darcy's new ones.
Yes, it is, and I am seriously thinking, what did I do with the other one? had them kind of lined up here. I want to use this print, but I want to use the other swirly-do one. I don't know what I did with it. Here, just.
Oh, her shirt says the equal rights for others does not mean fewer rights for you. It is not pie. You're supposed to get me one.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited though. She was so pumped. She even high-fived me about the new Color Theory shirt.
I did. I love it. I really love it. Mariah, she outdid herself because her first design,
It was okay.
It was okay, but it was like, okay, it's not designy enough. It just looks like it came out of my sketchbook, and God knows we need a little higher standard than that if we're gonna wear it.
You know, I thought there was some sweetness to that too.
I think there was sweetness to it, but you know, if I want to do that, I'll look at my sketchbook.
All right.
All right. I really, you know,
You can download it.
the reason that I picked this one was because, well, I could find it. And the other compelling reason here is it's an overall repeated pattern, as is this.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my rationale for that. And I'm sticking to it, and we're going to go with
Now, oh, is it the eye one? Now this is what did he call this one? But it's also one of the exclusive. This is designed by Brad.
yeah, I know, and I try not to use the exclusive ones because I do feel kind of I have
Well,
mixed
we have
feelings.
members. We have members, and
Yeah, I know we
You know.
do, and we need to tell them that we love them and appreciate them.
yeah, this is Persian Lattice, and then the other one's Persian Sunburst.
Okay, I've got to get some stuff out of the way so I can, but I don't want to lose my stencils because God knows we keep doing that.
Bye, Devin.
I've lost
Hey,
what
Katura.
I really want. Ah, found it over there.
I love this. Oh, and then it was requested that can you do this in peacock colors? I like that idea.
Peacock colors. Well, I could, but I'm putting it over the red, so we'll have to put that on hold for just
Okay.
a bit.
Well, you could turn the red to purple, and then you get peacocky.
Well, I could,
Okay.
but I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
I got a plan here.
I'm
folks. I
working
got a
for you,
plan.
Apple.
I don't want to make it go red, white, and blue. God knows. We don't want that.
I'm feeling that festive.
Enough of that, yeah. All right, we're just going to go with the cerulean. And we're going to go, and we're going to have to move rapidly. But we do have some mucky muck on the plate here, which may or may not come up. We don't know. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't.
Oh, awesome. Julie's got her breakfast going.
Okay, well, this is pretty opaque.
Yeah, I was just thinking
Okay, we're going
that.
to go with plan B. Not to worry. I'm not going to be mucking about and messing up my perfectly good.
See, you could start the peacock here.
I could.
The peacock might begin.
Peacock.
The paper that she is using here is 32-pound hammer mill. If you see paper this size, that's usually what that is. And then this piece that she's using to rub over it with the little serrated edges, that's deli paper. She usually uses that to do the outline, the kind of pick up business around the edge for the rubbing.
And I'm telling you what. If you don't have a Baron from Anthony Cody, you need to get one. And you need to make sure when you get one to tell him you want your knob to be rather substantial. You don't want a little bitty pointy knob. You want a big old heavy duty knobby thing that's going to allow you to have that kind
But also
of
fit your hand.
contact point.
Yeah.
Nice print. Nice print.
I like the sound.
Nice crispy.
Hey, this gives off it gives off a really good, like, what do we call that? Like, because that's the stencil version of the pull. This is the, I don't know. So actually that would be the negative space pull. This is the positive. This is the actual stencil. The other is
Yeah, and
the space.
I will show you both of them in here in just a minute, and hopefully my paint didn't dry too much and I get a nice...
Yeah.
Doesn't always happen, but, you know.
Sometimes on Tuesday.
Okay, it dried up. But that's okay, because, number one, we've got this, and I probably just needed to press harder on the other side. It could have also be, you know, this is the fluid acrylic rather than a heavy body, so it's going to dry much faster.
They do.
This is still going to work for our peacock effect. Okay?
Hello, Reverend Sonia.
All right. Now, I think this is actually a better candidate. But now, see, you see the positive, negative
Yes.
there. If you want the white to show as the lines, you put it down on top of the stencil.
While it's still on the plate.
While it's still on the plate. Then you pull it up. And
Yeah.
I did want to do one other thing here, but that's okay. I couldn't do both of them. I love my little pucker
It's a pucker.
pucker marks in the orifices.
Pucker marks and orifices.
Pucker marks in the orifices. Okay, well, put those up there. Let's see if we can get something that looks sort of...
Oh, here. I love this one. Oh, what is it? You shoved more
Okay,
things
and now
on
we need a really nice turquoise here to break these two.
Now, yeah, I don't know if the purple is, you know, because there's the little center eye of the...
Well, you know, it is. And we might go with...
But you just want to put some red out. She's feeling murdery.
Now, I kind of like the pink. That turquoise is almost exactly the same as that one. Then I do have this purple.
I think the other one's better.
I think that one's better.
No, I like the other one. The plummier one.
Sometimes you get your wishes and sometimes you don't.
This would be a don't.
Such is life.
Oh, Lynn says you need an emerald green.
Well, this is emeraldy.
Tealish. I like what you're doing, though. I just wish you'd use my other purple. Makes me sad. Oh, by the way, Thursday, we're going to celebrate my birthday a little bit.
Oh, we are? What are we going to do?
Well, I don't know. If you're going to get me a gift, it would be good to do that beforehand. Or make me a card.
When is this? Your birthday's on Thursday?
My actual birthday is Friday. But I thought we'd do a little online thing because I was sent something, which is, you know, very special to me. So I do want to open it.
I really need to deal with that divot there that you see
Not my birthday.
happening.
Yeah. Is this the one that Fran was talking
This is the
about?
one that Fran...
She was bubble shaming you.
She bubble shames me.
She called you out on your bubble.
And she's absolutely right. I just, you know...
You were trying to ignore it.
I was trying to ignore her because I thought maybe if I had ignored her, it wouldn't bother me quite so much.
But now it's out there.
It showed up a couple of times, and it is becoming
A thing.
a thing.
No, please do not. Oh, Rhonda, do not.
What?
She says, well, my gift will be late. No, do not. I have everything that I need, want. You know, it's always nice, but certainly not. Yeah. I was giving this one a hard time because sometimes she'll make me a little card. You lost it in the middle. And you should have gone with the other purple. She knew I was right.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I don't know.
The
that.
reason, and
The
let's-
one that I don't like is the pink up here.
Oh,
I don't like that.
well,
at
yeah,
all.
it's a little screamy compared to the others. But let's discuss this for just a second. Don't.
Don't what?
Okay, turn back over there. The reason that the more plummy, reddish purple would have worked better is the lines would have shown up more. You chose the more blue-based purple, therefore it kind of hides the lines.
The purple doesn't hide the lines as much as the blue, teal blue does.
Well, you're right. And maybe you should have gone more emeraldy green. Maybe you should pick new color. Here, I'll pick the colors. Can we do another one? Don't give me that look.
Well, I don't. If I put another layer on here, I'm going to lose my lines altogether.
Okay,
So,
well.
yeah, we're just going to have to say okay on that and move along and see what we can do with what we have on our plate here.
And I think with a peacocky thing, you kind of need more like a bronzy color with it, maybe?
I don't know.
Or here, we need this. This is the emeraldy green. That. And then I think what would be cool is kind of like that. Because you're putting in the blue with the lines.
All right, well, let's just put it down here. We'll pick up some of this anyway, so we'll have a
see,
little
she knew I was kind
of our others. Now, this was our first color business. Just put those back on the card.
Yeah, this explains things.
Falling over.
Because you're not putting them in the right place. I'll get that situated.
Okay. So we'll put this up here. Put the green at the bottom. And the bronzy brown in the middle. We'll leave those up there so that we can.
Eddie, I don't know if Brad purchased the boxes, but I think we might have a box off.
A box off?
Remember that yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I think Mazzie's tooting. Oh, that dog. Poor thing. It's a little more exciting, I think, maybe being in the stream versus watching the replay. Because you can be, you know, in the chat and interact a bit. I will say, though, some of y'all, it's funny because I'll get comments and it's like, you know, you've made comments during the stream, which I think is really cool. And I love that. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to decorate nested boxes. And just, you know, because what'll happen is if we were just doing one set, then she'd have her ideas about things and I'd have my ideas about things.
Everybody's got some dead-gum ideas. Well, I didn't place it correctly, but I like that.
Oh, I like it.
I must admit, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if we can get a ghost print off of that.
Well, and if you wanted the kind of peacocky situation, what you could do is spray that with the blue.
No. I know what we're going to do.
Aw, thank you, Margie. That's so sweet. Appreciate that. She gave us some super chat monies.
She did.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And welcome to the arty perks of the Powsie Wowsie. If you go back out of the stream and then come back in, you can use the emojis. All the fun ones, like the little hearty one that I just did. Yeah. Susie says. No worries, Carrie. Go get some sleep. We like having breakfast with peoples. That's going to look beautiful.
All right, now, this needs to dry.
Mm-hmm. And then pull it with white or something.
And pull it with a really, really, yeah.
Or, yeah, no, it's got to be white. Maybe silver. So it'll really bump up any of the shimmery business.
Or gold, even gold.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to do gold because then...
Well, I know what you're saying. You're talking about the...
You might lose some of the areas, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
Your safest bet is using something,
Yeah.
even if you wanted to use like the buttermilk or the, you know, whatever, your toasted marshmallow.
I like this particular.
Oh no, sorry, Estella. What about starting with bronze, lay stencil? Oh, so she's saying that for the eye one, put down bronze for the lines.
Yeah.
And then ombre with the green, purple, and teal.
Possibility. I'm thinking about it, but right now I've got.
She's got another plan going on here, and
here.
I don't know what's happening here. This looks a little scary. Remember, it's Tuesday. We're supposed to be experimental on Tuesday.
Wait, we're supposed to be tweaking
and being experimental. Careful, you're going to just turn to muck. It was a good idea to use the bigger brayer, though.
Okay, we're not going to mess about with that anymore. Because I do want those colors to become more integrated. And I keep pulling out different paper here because after a while it gets clogged up and doesn't.
Wow. You did good.
Okay, that's got to set a bit.
Again, I want to reiterate. It was very smart using the larger brayer. If you use a smaller brayer on a big plate and trying to get that modeled and keep it modeled, it's not going to do that. It will mix more because you just have to move the brayer around more.
Yeah. And you can keep your flow going.
Yeah.
You know, rather than
size matters.
Yeah.
To keep your flow.
Keep your flow. Okay, I put that one away because I thought it was really, really nice. All right, now let's discuss what we're going to do here as far as
now
a
you
full color.
The bronze might be fun here. Or a silver or a gold. Or you could just do white.
Good.
That's gonna obliterate things. Don't do that. Put it back. Just don't do it.
Okay, I'm thinking.
She's auditioning some things.
Auditioning some things.
Lynn says champagne, metallic silver, silver and gold together. Silver and gold together.
I know what I'm going to do. Where's my zinc? Zinc is what we need. That's black pearl. That's not it.
Did you put your zinc back where it belongs?
I thought I did. I did. Here it is. Kind of got pushed to the back. Okay, zinc. This is a wonderful color. It's also a very good one to use for pulls because it's thick. Dadgummit.
I have this vision of
It's very viscous.
viscous. That's a lot.
It is, but I remember this is a pull.
Hi, Joe.
This is a pull layer. It's not a.
That's true. And it is metallic, so you need to like.
It is metallic, but I used a lot of it, so I've got a little wiggle room here on, you know, getting it down and smoothing it out, making it not lumpy and bumpy and liney and whiny.
Yeah. I'm loving the edges of the What do you call these papers? Edgers.
Edgers. Edger cleaner uppers. Yeah, this one might be ready to retire.
Yeah, well, and it's good on both sides.
Oh, and that's always a problem.
Yeah.
After a while, paint does not stick to paint.
Mm-mm.
And so you gotta come in and hit it with a
Fresh area.
The spots where it's... And it also helps when you're pulling it up again, because if you have a really thick crust around the edge, you have a chance of, number one, tearing your paper, but also pulling off your paint rather than picking it up. I think we've got about all we can get off there. Oh, yeah, isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Side's pretty good, too, but I definitely think this side is the winner because of the... Okay, I'm retiring now.
I'm just going to put it in the hole.
Getting a bit of wrinkling here because of the amount of paint that I used. But if you get after it right away and don't wait for it to dry,
kind of iron it out.
Iron it out. And sometimes it's really hard to do with the cover sheet on there because it squishes around and gets willy-nilly.
I like it.
I like
it's kind of a grungy peacock.
Grungy peacock, yeah. He's just giving himself a dust off.
A dusty peacock. If y'all want to work with that, you can. Yeah, that's funny.
Sometimes I don't see those till I reach up to put them on the...
Oh, when it hits the light.
It hits the light just right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do still have a bit of...
So most likely those areas probably aren't going to...
Yeah, they will have a little...
Gonna stay back on the plate.
Residue left on there.
That's funny.
And look at that. When I did some of the turquoise came off there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, what do we got here? Well, we've got some open plates here.
Oh, bye, Miriam. Hugs
Bye,
to you.
Miriam.
Get some sleep. Katura says, could you use an iron if you don't have one of those things? Like an iron wouldn't, just curious. Well, definitely not on the plate. No. Nope. It will melt.
That would not be a good idea. No, you'd be melting your plate down.
If you wanted, you could maybe set a book or something like that. You don't want it to be too heavy because you're going to like squish out your gel plate.
Yeah, and it should either go over the edges.
Yeah, because otherwise, it's going to press
impression. A dent.
Yeah, you want it to go all the way around, past the gel plate. If you are to.
Hey, just order a dead gum Baron from Anthony and call it good.
Yeah.
Because there's not any way that you can mess up that. I'm just pulling some of this stuff off the guck off the edges because that's also where it gets hung up. Hanger-oners and aggravate the dog do out of you when you have a print and it comes up on every place except right on the edge there.
Mm-hmm.
Or it tears off into a big mess out in the middle and then you're really irked. Okay. Irked. Now what? Well, let me see. Get my notes back here. Actually, I really need my big plates to pull this off, but let's read the note here, and it says, use, we'll talk about this while we're waiting for one of them to dry back there, because, it's not going to take forever. Use an opaque orange to block out or cover with a larger lined stencil. Okay, so this is the one that I was talking about.
This is one of Darcy's. Yep. This is style 2.
It's a style too. Okay, so what I think I want here is I think I want the lines.
Yes, Patricia.
But you have to remember, if I use the lines, I'm not going to have less opacity. Because it's going to stick to the plate. I mean the plate. It's going to stick to the stencil somewhat. What are you laughing about?
Wendy says, "At Eddie. While you are the main man, Eddie, it allows others to be inappropriate. No one notices." He's out there peacocking.
He's peacocking?
That's the dusty peacock.
Are you ruffling your feathers? You know.
Oh, that's funny.
Doing that.
And yes, Patricia, a Yankee Candle lid would work great for a Baron.
And actually, I used one of my, before I got my Baron, I used a jar that I had paint in, and it was kind of nice and rounded on the edge. You don't want to get anything that has a really tight edge because it's going to dig in.
Yeah.
You need it to have a beveled, rounded out. Can you see how?
So it won't catch or dig in.
Yes. Ever so slightly. And you know, I know Anthony didn't know anything about this when he was doing these, but I know he must have done some research on this because he has a nice bevel. There isn't anything there that that creates a definite.
Yeah.
It has an edge, but it's beveled enough. Now, this is really.
And that's what, yeah, she would use her, just those one jars.
But almost exactly this.
But they wear out.
And I have a really wide palm. So this was made exactly for me.
Yes.
If you have small hands, you probably don't need as big of one. But this is perfect. See where my fingers grip here?
Well, and by the way, the nice thing about ordering from Anthony is that you can send him, like, your measurements. And so,
he custom makes these things. I mean, and for the price that you would pay for a piece of crap that you got on Amazon.
Well, and they're kind of hard to find. But the thing is that
I didn't find any that were quality.
So Susan Dufresne, she's the one who introduced us because she originally ordered hers, and she said, "Oh, you know, and I did this and this and sent him some measurements." I think she used like a ladle or something like that. I was like, "Oh, that's brilliant." So I, took P a couple of different things, and then I drew out pictures, and then I sent it to him.
And I mean, it couldn't be any more perfect than what it is. And I apologize, I haven't taken very good care of it, but I mean, I use it a lot. I think it's just gaining character. And I do try to clean it up every now and again.
All right, Anthony,
okay, so we're back to this. Back to this, and here's my note that I wrote. And it says, pull from stencil so lines are created from the negative. Okay, add warm red to orange to make it more of a red-orange for this particular. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. But I'm going to go back on my idea here and go for the shapes rather than the lines.
Yeah.
Because I want the opacity of the orange.
Yeah.
I don't want this to show through. I want these shapes to show through. And the lines are going to become this.
I love it.
Okay, great. We're all in agreement here. And look at this. This is my fourth note.
Bye, Helen.
I love
Thanks
it when
for hanging.
this kind of stuff happens. All right, now, why do I need the big plate? Let's talk about that real quickly while they're, supposedly drying back there. You can see what happens here. Well, I'll turn it over. This is why you have the white edges a lot of times. Is because it doesn't completely cover. And I like it too because, well, I use these for the packets, and it needs to be completely covered for the most part. Now, sometimes I do like the edges left kind of white, and I can stamp and do different things in it. But on some of these, like this print, I just think it needs to cover the whole thing again. Right. Or you're going to have that frame around it. And it's really hard to get this so it's even all the way around. That's the other thing. All right. All right, we just got the muck off of that one.
There you go, Margie. That's his Etsy shop link right there in the chat.
Now hopefully we're going to be able to get this up off here. Had enough time to dry. Yeah, we got a little bit of residual left, but not much.
That one is just so cool. That was the, you know, she put the dots everywhere and created that.
And used the
mottled.
big brayer to brayer them out, but not to the point where they were completely mixed in. I like it a lot. I think it's got a... And remember, the background stuff is what was on the plate left over from the other...
Very cool.
Other pulls. Okay, these are all rolling up into little balls back here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just take a moment. And I've got to keep this one ready for the...
Here, give it to me and I'll...
Okay, that's with that. It's really rolling up. Mm-hmm. All right. So we need to mix... We need to mix and you know, I'm not going to worry about these edges. I don't think there's enough there that if it does come off, I don't think it's going to be like a deal breaker.
Okay.
We're just going to go with it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to take opaque orange, which I've got it somewhere here. I think this is opaque. Now it's half and half. So what we'll do is we'll mix this.
Okay, quick question, because you were talking about the size of the plate, but this particular plate, is this...
This is the 9 by 12.
Oh, it is 9 by 12. Okay. So this is Jelly Art's plate.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, I couldn't find a gel press.
Okay, these are both going to be semi. But I think that's going to be okay. We could mix a bit of white in. The stuff falling down on top of me here. Alright, the reason I am putting the white in is to increase the opacity. Hopefully I've got enough red in here that it's going to be...
Yeah. Otherwise you're going to get very peachy.
It's going to lighten it out somewhat. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will. But I'm willing to accept that so that I have my opacity.
Okay. What were those colors?
I don't know. I don't have time to find them right now.
We'll let you know afterwards, Alice. You know how we do.
Yeah, how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it went a bit to the
coral.
Coral, which I don't
coral.
think with that. I think that that's going to be okay. I don't hate it.
Well, it's darkening out there. So, but yeah, it is more. This is what I think of coral.
But it also is kind of cool because we've got that sort of ocean blue.
Mm-hmm. See, this is what Arkansas's Crazy Quilter, this is what her dad was thinking, you know, the ocean blue with the coral, but this is the coral. Yes, today's stream has been brought to you by the color coral. We're really exploring it.
Well, the whole thing is coral isn't it? And it can be a dark coral.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's nice and opaque. I know by my brayer off over here.
This is a light coral.
Light coral. I don't think it matters because I've used both sides of this.
Yes, obviously.
Obviously.
Now you wanted the inner bits.
And I want the inner bits. We're going to create lines with our... Oh my gosh.
Okay. With the blue.
With the blue. The lines are going to be created with the color that was already on there.
Mm-hmm.
And if that all seems confusing, believe me, it took me forever to figure that out. I don't know why. It seems so simple now that I know it, but it's kind of like mathematical concepts, you know? What seem simple after you figure it out. Certainly wasn't when you're starting.
Yeah, that's right. What was I going to say about that? It's also very tricky for those of us that design or are, you know, first learning how to design stencils, because you sort of forget, or, you know, your brain is telling you, you see the design. It's like you understand it, but then in reality, what is going to cut out and what is actually going to, you know, be left behind sometimes isn't always apparent. I'm very excited to see this. Woo, very nice. Very nice, very nice. And I love the fact, here's the thing that I think is pretty groovy. If you want to create more interest, depth, you know, all those things, layering is one, but then also layering between using opaque matte paint that's now over some of those transparent metallic layers, that creates some real interesting things. For the walls painted or the cabinets? Oh, that's okay. She's talking about the Arkansas. I would assume it was the walls, but ooh, the cabinets, that'd be a lot. It was the walls. Ooh, that one got real deep.
And we still have some lovely pinkness on here.
Because you're going paint to paint. There's a lot of paint on that print.
Yes.
So, yeah.
A lot of paint on the print. Okay, we're going to set this aside, let this dry completely, and then we'll attack it with something else. Let's see if we can pull this jobber. Now remember, we do have a few bubbles here, which I am concerned about. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Christy.
Remember, this was the zinc in the, I don't know.
Oh, and you were supposed to show the red, the orange, and the white
I
that
was.
you, created your coral.
I will
okay.
do that. We'll look at this for just a sec here. Look at how beautiful that is.
That's cool. And it's even brighter than I thought it was going to be, because like when you were looking through it at the on the plate, see, sometimes it doesn't show up.
It doesn't. And the thing about this is, at this point,
Yeah.
I'm going to let this dry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ombre this again and try to buff up the color of the eye, because I've got that neutral metallic behind it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much, and of course it's going to change the color of the blue. Pardon me. But I think that may be kind of neat. I don't know. I screwed it all up.
What's nice about the stream is that there was, you know, at least points where you saw it when it was in its glory.
I still have all red up here.
Now, show your colors real quick.
Oh, my colors, yes. Okay. Zinc, white, this orange, and this red.
Okay, so
it's pyro red, just regular, and vermilion, which, you know, I don't understand that, because in another color, vermilion is a completely different.
it's a deeper red.
Yeah. I don't know why they do that to me, but anyway, that's I'm not in charge of naming the colors. I'm just telling you what they are. It ain't necessarily a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree with their naming of the colors, but yeah.
It's a Utrecht, the zinc.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put these jobbers back on the card here.
Mm-hmm.
Get that.
Hey, Hey, Patty.
out of the way.
Well, I don't know. It's been pretty action-packed with the prints. You'll have to go back to the beginning for sure.
What?
And those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give the thumbsy upsies if you haven't.
Okay, we've got this to work with here.
Yes.
And I'm not loving the green. I think it needs to be more blue.
I think that one would be like a candidate for spraying, personally. Because I do like the colors. I think it would have been cool to put the green next to the purple.
Well, then you would have really gotten black. That's why I didn't do that.
I don't believe you.
This would have, when these two colors overlapped, you would have had a very dark gray stripe in there, and that's why I separated them. Okay. So,
oh, hey, Maya. She's been lurking. No worries.
I think I'm just going to use some of this and paint it on.
Are we, like, okay.
But then if I do that here, that's going to look weird up there. It's not like that idea. I think I'm just going to have to ombre it again.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, we got a little...
Oh, Anthony's on break right now. Well, reach out to him. You can always send him a contact, and then.
Oh yeah, because he comes and goes.
Yeah.
And let me tell you what, he doesn't dingle fod around when he gets back to work. I mean, he'll have it to you within a week, 2 weeks.
Don't trust whatever she's saying. She's not in charge of Anthony's shop.
I'm not, but
She likes to make these statements about things.
well,
She knows
just from
nothing.
my experience, ours took exactly what, a week and a
It
half.
came very quickly.
It did.
But he might have special treated us or something. I don't want people thinking. And who knows? He's gotten a lot more work these days. I don't know. We don't know.
These are things we don't know.
Yeah. I don't want to set those expectations.
Okay, I'm just trying to get some of this gunk off of the edge here that's going to cause me some issues.
Oh, is he in Mexico? See, y'all know. Y'all went to visit him.
Yeah, they just finished up with the on-site
retreat.
workshop.
Maybe that's where we go next year if they do have it. I kind of think we should try to do, one trip a year.
I would love to go back to that area.
Yeah.
I love it there. We can plan on staying longer and going to Vancouver. Take my passport.
Can you start a little savings fund for this?
I will tell my husband to start putting aside money.
Okay. Because that's sounding more expensive.
Huh?
That was sounding more expensive.
It probably would be.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's just think this out a little bit. Here's our, I'm going to put this down here. Can we see that? You can see the edge of it,
Yep.
right? Okay. All right. So I know I want a turquoise on that. I think that will be perfect. Turquoise on the bottom. What about in the middle?
So are you just recreating one or?
No, I'm going to ombre just plain paint on here. Then I'm putting this down. Covering up the white.
Do you think it's going to cover up a lot of?
I don't think it's going to cover up a lot.
Okay.
I think it's going to be maybe an enhancer.
Okay.
I think those are almost.
They're almost.
Well,
if
they
not,
are.
They are. Those are the same.
Yeah. Those are the same. Now, I could use this up here.
Okay. Yes, because it's. I like where you're kind of headed in that direction.
All right. Now, what are we going to do on the middle part?
Maybe that. Oh, maybe like just an iridescent or something.
Well, I think it's got to have a little color to it.
Okay, well, what about that champagne one or whatever it was? It's a little lighter.
Oh, that's weak.
She says that's
weak.
All right.
I don't like that.
Okay. Oh, and those are available in the shop, Kathy. If you want to buy a packet of them, we sell them.
What is it?
The stickers are little swatches.
Mm-hmm.
But because one of the reasons that we did that is because I could never get my laser printer to print well enough on our label paper. I don't know why. Like, it was flaking off and being weird. Had more to do with the paper than the inkjet, because it does fine with other paper. Perfectly fine.
Okay, rich espresso.
And so I just went ahead and ordered some from a sticker company. Reverend So just says, I feel sad every time I see that beautiful grungy tape being rolled up rather than saved for a journal or something.
Well, sweetie, I guess I could start saving them and sending you little wads of...
Well, then what you need to do, because Reverend Sonia's in Australia, you got to roll it out on something flat, and then I'll put some in her next order.
All right.
I'll hold it off to the side.
If I have an especially good one, I'll do it. All right, here we go. Big Bertha.
It's Kathy says she sent some to her. She saves everything. Because I think it'll unroll. I like this. I like where it's going so far. I'm a little worried your middle stuff is going to get totally obliterated, but...
Nothing ventured.
That's right. I have very low... I just want you to know I have very low expectations for this. But you did a fab job rolling that out and ombreing it. Eddie says, don't stress, Mariah, it's just paper.
Now look at that.
I love the top and I love the bottom.
You don't love the middle.
The middle is poop.
Well, I should have probably used a color in the middle.
That I told you, which was the champagne, and you said that that was going to be...
Champagne is poo.
Mm.
Poo, poo, poo on the champagne.
Well, I'm not...
I say shampoo, but that's
Shampoo.
Poo, poo, poo on the shampoo.
Shampoo.
All right. Now we still have blue eyes and red fleur-de-lis.
Now, maybe if you did that same kind of ombre business and went over the blue eyes, that might be kind of cool.
Okay.
But please try to go with something lighter than the bronzy color in the middle.
Poop. Let's see here.
I know you know that I am not wrong.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it.
She didn't want to really admit it.
I don't really want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Couture would like to know, Mariah, do you ever jelly print on the lives? I have once, and I did image transfers. And I used fluid paints and things that this one over here was like, no, that's not going to work. But it worked.
I didn't say it was going to work. It's just not something that I had ever done.
Yeah.
So I didn't know whether it was going to work or not.
But I did it once. Mostly, I just jelly print from across the table. I'm very good at it.
Armchair deli gel plate printing person. Okay, we're just starting anew here because I was afraid that was going to obliterate anything.
It was going to muddy the waters.
Muddy the waters, indeed. I'm going to have to just let that out.
Thank you, Susan.
A bit of a sit.
Would I do it again? Yeah, if P's away, I don't want her telling me what to do from across the table.
Yeah, I was sick.
Brad was meaning up. No, you were you went to the VA with Van.
Oh,
that was
that's
one of his
right.
surgery days, I think.
That's right. Or it was the day that I had my dental work done. Because remember, I thought I was gonna be able to do it. No, that wasn't it. You did something else then.
No, you were gone.
It's when you planned it.
Yeah.
So it was when Van went and got his pacemaker.
Yeah.
Okay. About to let that sit a bit. It's a good background. I think it can be really interesting. We'll do some more stuff on top of that.
Yes. Was it beginner's luck? I don't think so, because I actually had done it not on camera before, and it was with a metallic that I pulled a little print and got her a little fired up too, because I was like, because again, she told me, oh, that's metallic. You're not going to get a very good one. And I got a pretty good one.
It was a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm. So it can be done.
Can be done.
Oh, yeah. All of our streams are on. We don't ever take one down. Not on purpose. There was one I deleted accidentally. And once they're deleted, they're gone.
You did delete one.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. I said not on purpose would I ever.
I don't even
there
remember which one it was at this point.
Well, it was when we had the troubles.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the troubles.
Oh, it wasn't a big...
It wasn't... Yeah, no. I was not heartbroken about it.
Okay, we're off to a good start here, and this is going to be something that's going to be absolutely fabulous.
Couture, are you on Facebook? If you reach out to me, I'll get you the link. It wasn't too long ago, but I mean we do stream now 4 times a week, so it does add up, and it does feel like you're going way back in history. And
yeah. Ooh, that's looking good. To remove my, or at least do the other side of this, because look at how cool that's looking. Definitely some shimmery, shiny wonderfulness there.
what was that about?
Things are attacking me here. The pile of shifting.
The troubles it was.
Okay.
I thought that too, Susan. Woo!
I know. Now, just
What's
imagine
next?
this with either Flirty Lee or the other one, Rhonda's other one. It's similar to her wallpapers.
Oh, Rococo.
Rococo.
Rocco.
Rococo on top of this, maybe in a dark chocolatey brown.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe a purple.
Oh, I like the purple idea.
Okay, well we've got
Now it'll go brown.
We've got some
but
time to think about it, and there's that spot. I don't know what that is.
You got a bubble. And it's
Well,
a trouble.
The problem
Let me tell you.
is it's a bubble from
from Stephen King to I don't know who's the what is that
All right, well here this is good because we've got
The Music
so
Man.
now we've got 3 prints here.
Rococo, where are you?
Okay, so this is opaque Venetian red, and I said to ombre over it with transparent colors. Well, that's something that we just already did, and I think that that's kind of an interesting idea. And what I'm thinking about is using. What are you laughing about?
Oh, Julie, she says, oh, that color. It's making my throat feel tight.
What color?
That yellow. She's feeling puckery, like, like sucking on a citrus.
Oh, the last one that I just did?
Yeah, the yellow one.
Oh. Oh, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow. Okay, well, anyhow. So, on this one, and I know I just keep avoiding these, but I'm going to figure something.
I know when you keep putting them in the piles of, for the thumbnail, and I'm like, I ain't doing it. Because, I mean, it's hard to look at.
Okay.
It's a lot.
What is a lot?
Because it's high contrast. Yeah, it's a little trippy when you're, especially when you're looking at it in the screen.
All right. So here's what I want to do.
Hi, Yonka.
I want metallics, but I want a shift of them, and I want my green want my green.
Mm-hmm.
And I want my
Mm-hmm.
mink pearl.
Mm-hmm.
And we need one more.
Your packet's up here upsetting me.
Oh, I know.
I'm putting this in the drawer. Over here. Why is there so... Oh, because you've pulled out things.
Pulled
You
out
haven't
things.
put things back on the thing.
I think that might be it.
There's a lot of things happen. I'm putting that one in the drawer. Candy sees little planes. They do look like little planes going that way.
Okay, we've got orange, red, and we've got raspberry. I'm leaning towards orange, red,
Yeah, this one hurts my
rather
eyes
than
too.
raspberry.
She needs to get something down on it so she stops blinding us with the contrast of...
Okay.
Yes. Oh, Wendy, look at her. Oh,
What?
that's right. She says, so Mariah's Jelly Print stream happened around the 23rd of March. She was camping, and then, yeah. That's very sweet of you, Wendy.
Look how pretty that is.
Yes, that's lovely. It doesn't make my brain hurt.
It's a good one. We're going to keep it. Okay. So, we've got our...
It's the high contrast. It's like when Tally Parrish pulls out her striped papers and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, and then she moves them around. I'm like, okay, we got to do something with it. Get it down and cover it up with some things. Break up that, because the high contrast just on a screen can make you kind of nauseous. I'm very sensitive to that.
Sensitive about that.
Sensitive about that. Amongst other things.
Yes.
There's a
other
list.
things. Yes. A rather extensive one.
It grows. I find new things all the time that I'm offended and sensitive to. I like this. It makes me want ice cream. That's kind of funny that it's, you know, like Neapolitan
A bit.
with the fleur-de-lis, and then that makes me think of Napoleon for some reason. I always think Napoleon when Neapolitan. My brain goes there. Welcome to my head. She didn't say anything about that. I don't even know if she's thinking about it. Yes. Exactly, Lisa.
Isn't that wonderful? I think it's...
Oh, Christy says that we need to take that border piece away from you too. You know, the deli paper.
Oh, this is a good one? Okay. We'll retire it.
I like this Neapolitan ice cream. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what did we decide here?
I don't know, but you also transferred. That's how much paint was on that.
Sometimes you can get your paint off of here. And see, this is where that hole is.
I think you need to flip it.
I don't think there's not a. It's from another time when it was a hole. I'm telling you, it's there.
Well, you need to condition it, and
I don't know what I need to do. Something, obviously. Oh, look at this. That side too.
yeah.
That's why I didn't mind braring off a whole bunch of...
She was really excited about this whole batch of stencils. She's like, I got to get to these.
Okay, this is like one of my very favorite colors. This color.
Do y'all feel like she's said every time she pulls out one of those, she's like, this one.
This is my very favorite.
But she does really, really like this one and the periwinkle-ish one.
The periwinkle-ish one. I'm loving these together. We're going to just have sort, and then we'll throw this green in down at the bottom, or maybe we should separate those with the green. Okay, that's what we're going to do.
Bye, Lynn. That doesn't sound very exciting, but I get it. I cleaned the bathroom this
What is it?
last weekend. I need to finish laundry. I got things I need to do too. This one over here.
What time is
This
it?
one laundry's been staring at me for weeks. Huh?
Oh, I don't mind. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't face her in the least bit. Yes, she has the Dragon Flash stuff.
I do. I like it.
I think there's a red, where have they gone? The dragons. Yeah, oh, Dragonfly. Yeah, the Dragonfly glaze. So, and she's used a lot of this one, which is the one that goes red, violet, shift. And then, you don't use this one as often. She has the green, gold, red. And then there's like a blue. There's a third one. I don't know where it's at, but it may be used up. Oh wait, here I think. And then she has the Black Flash. That's a different one. Ooh, very nice. Very peacocky.
That's pretty peacocky.
Mm-hmm. On the pastel end of peacock.
Definitely hits that. And look at what's on the plate now.
Yeah, yes. Definitely, Lisa. Ooh, and a transfer.
And a transfer.
Been a lot of that lately.
Yeah. Well, it's not really a transfer. It's just, yeah, it is a transfer. Because there wasn't a stencil now.
Gonna have to separate y'all. Yes, it's very yellow.
Gosh, I just got a oops
Oh,
from my finger print.
well.
Damn it. Okay, I have gone through all of my notes.
Okay.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm very proud of you. And threw in a
All
little...
I've got left is old red up here.
Yeah, get her done. You got 20 minutes.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it. All right, I'm putting these back on the cart.
I like this idea. Now, when I put them back on there, I try to put the colors together, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It'll sort itself out. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are you thinking about putting a pattern over it or just color? Just paint? What's next?
I don't know. I'm not having a burst of whatever here.
Charlotte says copper. It might get tricky. What did Joan say?
I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm not, I'm not going to feel bad about that print being lost in the...
Right. Oh, like a patina green. Oh, she's going to kind of low contrast it. Right.
Yeah,
Making everything shiny.
Put a little bit of this in with it.
That is the iridescent medium, right?
Interference gold.
Okay. Similar.
Golden.
Similar stuff.
Similar.
Wendy says Jenkins.
Uh-huh. And we'll brown that out with a little bit of... This is...
Oh, awesome. Let me know in the comments what you think, Katura.
Green Flash.
All right.
Vert Brilliant. And that's probably
If you're
going to
texting and you don't know a lot of Spanish, then you say Verti. some stuff right there. Well, hopefully we haven't set... I hope Katura enjoys it. Okay. Okay. I love this mix. That's beautiful.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
That's really the color I wanted earlier that we were talking about. Was your brain just processing?
Probably, you know.
It needed some time to work out the calculations on that.
Absolutely, that's it.
Her chat beat GPT is a little slower.
Delayed.
It was gathering information from other places, and then, you know, it kind of goes here.
Sometimes, you know, trees fall down in the pathway, and you got to go someplace else in order to get where you're going. Well,
and a transfer.
That's kind of weird.
It went low contrast.
It went low contrast. A lot lower
than you anticipated.
A lot lower than I anticipated.
But
hey, I already got plan B.
Okay, that magenta stuff there,
it's really
strong.
It is. It's very strong. All right, what do I want to do here? I want to get this off of here. I don't know why that's down here. That should be.
I told you, there's a lot of stuff that's down there that should be.
Okay, I haven't even used any of this forever. This is some Pearl by Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart will pull.
Martha will pull.
We always say that because we think it's funny. Now, I don't even know if you can get these Martha paints anymore. Last time we went to look, I didn't see a lot of Martha paints, but I could be wrong. Or she moved departments. I don't know. You could find them in the clearance for a while. That's why we have it. She's too busy being on the cover of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. But good for her. She's 80 years old. Did you know that?
Martha is?
Yeah. There's a little pop culture information for y'all.
Well-preserved old bird.
She is. Or, I mean, you know, there's always the photoshopping, but that's fine. I think at 80, you're allowed.
Yeah.
It's encouraged. I would like a little extra photoshopping.
Tom bien.
Tom bien. Joan says, yeah, the photoshopping was way over the top. From the one or two pictures I saw, I figured that, yeah. But I think that's just kind of, even on the youngins that are on the Sports Illustrated swimsuit, I think that happens.
Okay, well, we knew this was going to be an underneath layer.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're all sad and gloomy.
No.
Okay.
What are you going to do with that one? That's the reverse of the other. And I can't remember, was that actually a transfer? I think that was.
Yeah.
Versus, like, done with the stencil.
I don't know what that's going to do, but we're going to do it.
Okay. That's, she's feeling very bright today.
Yeah, I have been, haven't I?
Mm-hmm. I think you're feeling better.
I am feeling much better.
I don't know about this.
Wet on the edge.
Mm. Are you going to pull this one right away? Or are you just going to...
No, it'll be a setter. This may be it for today.
Alrighty.
Because we've got everything else is
Taken up.
is taken up. I've gone through all of my, but now I want to bring this back since I am going to let this just sit anyway.
Okay.
I want to talk about this.
Well, give us a little preview.
Okay, what I want to do with this is come back with either eyes.
Yes.
Or Rococo.
Rococo.
And maybe do black.
Yeah. I mean, we should, yeah, definitely leave on some burlesque kind of business.
Mm-hmm. Or I could go lime green.
I like
I've got that really opaque lime green.
Yeah. I think we kind of started there, so why not end there?
Absolutely. Take it back to where from whence it
We
came.
really like to come full circle around here. Can you show us what's on the...
I will. Let me just
Yeah.
flip this baby here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. We got a bunch of stuff off on that
Yeah.
one. See, that's what happens when you have the paper, not the paint.
Yeah. Ooh. That one's fun.
It looks underwatery, doesn't it?
Oh,
Underwatery?
yes. That just, sorry, it just triggered a comment, and I, who was it? Dang it. I'll have to go look back. But they said what would be really cool is bringing in the eye, the actual eye,
Oh, yeah.
with the,
And putting it, superimposing it over this?
yes.
Well, remember the eye is really big. And it takes the big paper.
Well, there are different sizes. We have it in 5x7, 8x10, and 9x12. And an ATC. The other one that would be fun is we have the doodle ones.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Payne's Gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed that P sometimes uses the same colors as the colors of her bracelets and clothing. I don't know. Would a thinner layer of the heavy colors make them more opaque? Sometimes it does.
No. No. She's saying, would a thinner layer of heavy colors make them more opaque? No.
No, not necessarily.
Thinner layers are going to be less opaque.
Yeah, and you can't, remember we talked about, especially this one color. Let me just get that out real quick.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then we have the eye stamp. You could stamp that, yeah.
So this color, you can see on the edges there. If you brayer this out, it becomes a lot lighter.
Mm-hmm.
But the less you brayer out, the more opaque it's going to be. And that is true of any color, even a transparent color. Like the color shifts.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of the same thing. I'm just going to leave that on there since there's no reason to pull it anyway. Make sure I get all of that off. Oh, well, thank you. I love my bracelets too, and I just found these. Because I made this one.
Yeah, and I think that one is fairly
And this
recent.
is coral and jade with little intermittent things of, and you can tell it's silver because it's black. I haven't polished that one up.
Yeah.
These are cloisonne. This is a cheap plastic Indian bracelet, but I love it so much. I've broken a couple
That
of
was
those.
mine.
It is. And this is faux cinnabar. It's actually plastic, but it's carved. And this is, of course, cloisonne. These are, what you call that stuff?
Bakelite.
Bakelite. This is a bakelite. And look, I'm getting paint on these.
Yeah, you are.
I do every now and then clean them all up. And I use Johnson's floor wax, the paste.
Should you have that
clean
like...
them and shine them up. And I like this one because it's a bit of cloisonne and then the faux cinnabar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Red, green, and yellow. I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so are you going to do anything to that last one, or are we just going to call it? You got 10 minutes.
What? I don't have a plate.
Oh, okay. So you're just talking about the burlesque.
Yeah, they're
one
all
then. Okay.
like I would like to make sure that I pull everything off of here. And remember, those are metallics.
Yeah.
And when you're pulling the metallics, they take a little more. They can release and leave stuff on.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I've always got some gold on there.
It's always nice when that little bit of shimmery business kind of shows up. Okay.
Okay.
Well, So here we are. It is Tuesday. All done. Lots of fun things that happened today. I'm very excited about the prints that happened today. Good stuff. Fun stuff. And so on Thursday we're going to do something fun for my birthday. I don't know what, but you know, I'm going to open a present.
Okay, and I'm going to pull out, I want to do another layer on top of this one.
Okay. And
And
maybe
definitely this one.
maybe we dig out some of the other eye stuff. Because I think they would become fun on top of these. Oh, and then...
And I think
here,
this
look.
needs another one.
Yeah. So we're going to do more of this stuff.
But I think this looks really cool. I think it's done.
It's fun playing with the colors. Hopefully you guys enjoy...
Uh-oh.
I will enjoy that, Eddie. Thank you for that. Y'all can all wear your birthday suit to the party. It's fine.
Hey, do you ever work with a glass pen? Yes, I have a glass pen. And see, I just pulled off a
Mark
chunk of-
making. If you guys want to see any of that, go back to some of that mark making series because she did actually use it. She's used it a couple times in the mark making videos. But yeah, all right. Otherwise, we'll see you guys here on Thursday. See you then. Bye.
Bye.